Excellencies of the Diplomatic Corps, Education Secretary Leonor Briones, Secretary to the Cabinet Carlo Alexi Nograles, Presidential Advisor for Peace, Reconciliation and Unity Carlito Galvez, and other members of the Cabinet, Senator Juan Miguel Subiri, Senator Bongo. May bago tayong senador. Bong, magpasalamat ka sa kanila. Sa iyong kasama ko palagi dito noon. At siya ay nagmamahal sa inyo dahil lahat tayo taga Mindanao. Bangsamoro Autonomous Region on Muslim Mindanao, Interim Chief Minister Ahod Balawag Ibrahim, Chairman of the Independent Decommissioning Body, Faith Ulusoy, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today we mark another important milestone in the history of the Bangsamoro peace process. It truly warms my heart that we are able, on our promise of a more inclusive, accountable, and transparent government for the Bangsamoro. Let me take this opportunity to personally acknowledge the efforts of everyone who made this event possible, especially the negotiating panels of both sides of the government and the Moro Islamic Liberation Front, the Independent Decommissioning Body, and all those who work tirelessly to end the armed hostilities between the government and MILF. I take pride in the fact that we have made significant progress in the implementation of the agreements arising from the comprehensive agreement on Bangsamoro, including the very important annex on normalization that covers the decommissioning process. This is indeed a huge step towards our goal of achieving lasting peace for Mindanao. As we proceed with the decommissioning process, let me assure our MILF combatants that the government will assist you as you reintegrate into society and enjoy fruitful and productive civilian lives. I look forward to having you as government partners as we take further strides in securing lasting peace and order in Mindanao. Let me also take this opportunity to assure the officials of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region, the MILF, and the people of Mindanao that this administration will always listen to your grievances. Let us set aside our differences and avoid further armed conflict. I also invite all concerned stakeholders to continue working with governments so that our gains for many years of peace-building efforts will never go to waste. As our decommissioning combatants open a new chapter in your lives, I hope that they will be inspired to take this opportunity to improve the lives and create a better future for your families and loved ones as well. Let us celebrate this milestone, confident that we have started building a better and brighter future for our nation, where every Filipino, regardless of ethnicity, gender, religion, or ideological leanings, will have a chance to live in peace, prosperity, harmony, and one another. Bago ko po tapusin, I will just use the dialect Tagalog para mailabas ko rin kung ano ang nasa puso ko. Short one. At para Kung gusto niyong basahin ang utak ko, uh, uh, you can be predictable kung ano ang lalabas. You know, we came here in 1948. This Mindanao was really a wilderness. Pati ang siyudad ng Davao. And just imagine, 1948. Kayo, nung bata, pasyal kayo doon. Puro pagatpatan. What's pagatpatan in English? Wetlands. Wetlands ang Mindanao. Not so many forests, but there were, other guys who were enjoying the fat of the land. At marami doon, makita naman yung mga foreigners, mga puti. Sila yung binigyan ng mga lupa at tayong nandito, nakatingin lang, kami pumunta dito at para rin sana magbigyan ng konting blessing ni Allah at makapagtayo ng bagong buhay. Ang rason po bakit kami umalis doon sa amin, well, of course, my father is a Cebuano. I need not stress to you again that my mother was a half Maranao because my grandfather was Chinese. But she came from Maguindanao, and I have so many relatives dito sa Maguindanao, wala. But I know we can readily understand each other. The Iranons, Maguindanao, and Maguindanao. Alam mo, walang gusto sa atin ng magpatayan. But many years ago, pinasok tayo, watak-watak pa tayo, kasi maliit pa ang tao. Malaki ang Pilipinas. Kukunti ang tao. Pumasok yung hindi Pilipino, not Malay at mga puti. And they subjugated, colonized our island. Almost 300 years. Ang Mindanao po was already evangelized by the Muslim faith. Pero kami doon sa Mindanao, pati Luzon, wala pa. But there were a few settlements, Moro settlements in the Visayas. If you would listen carefully, ang Tausog pati ang Bisaya halos pareho. And if you talk slowly, just slowly, with some gestures in your hand, you will realize that they have a very similar. Ibig kong sabihin, sila Lapu-Lapu, Tausog yon. Yun ang pumatay kay Magellan, pinutulan niya ng ulo. Kaya ngayon, nung na-mayor ako, pumunta ako ng Cebu at nakita ko yung monumento ni Lapu-Lapu, mas maliit kay Magellan. Sabi ko, it's in the planning stage, sabi ko, taasan ninyo ang monumento ni Lapu-Lapu at ibaba ninyo ang estatwa ni Magellan. You know, there is, I don't know if I maybe made the right decision. Hindi ko alam kung tama ang decision ko. This will mark the 500 years na pumunta dito yung mga Espanyol. Dala ang relihiyon. Wala akong ano sa relihiyon, nandyan na yan eh. And religion talks about goodness, talks about peace. Wala akong ano sa relihiyon. Eh ako naman, hindi ako Katoliko. Pati hindi naman ako nagipag-away dahil lang sa relihiyon. Wala sa akin yan. Ang Diyos ko, si Allah, but ang trabaho ko, hindi kay Allah lang, ang sabi ni Allah, gawin mo na lang dyan, habang buhay ka pa, huwag kang makipag-away dyan, huwag kang magsigimura, you just serve your fellow men. And by doing so, you have served me fully. So yan ang hinanap ko nung laki akong Mindanao. There was this fighting, the Cotabato campaign during the 72. Umabot na yung away dyan sa PC Hill. I was already around. And long after that, I was a prosecutor. But wala man akong magawa. At that time, bata pa ako. Sinabi ko, if given by Allah a chance to do something about. Kasi paborito, one of the earliest guys to talk about historical injustice was really my mouth. Rarely I was the one who propagated that kind of narrative. So ito ngayon, huwag kayo, do not be sad na ang armas ninyo, binigay ninyo sa gobyerno. Kasi kayo gobyerno na. Kung kailangan talaga ninyo ng armas para idepensa ninyo ang gobyerno dito sa BARMM, walang problema, bigyan ko kayo mas bago. Kasing bago nung binigay ni Kagi sa akin, magbili pa ako, mas bago, mas maganda. So, do not be disheartened na nag-surrender ka ng armas. Inyo na itong gobyerno na ito. Binigay na namin sa inyo. Lahat ng sabi ninyong marsland ninyo, yung ano itong pangalan dito sa Ligwasan Mars, may oil, may lahat. Inyo na yan. Start, the process now of producing food for the people of BARMM and for all the Moro of Mindanao. Kaya magkalapit na tayo. Inyo naman kaya ito, wala the least intervention o pang-istorbo galing sa taas sa national government. Ayaw ko. Sige, kailangan ninyo ng kapital, ayan. Bigyan yung pera, ayan. Anong kailangan ninyo, sabihan ninyo. Then if you want to mechanize, to improve the mechanized farming, may kapital naman kayo, huwag kayo magbili ng armas. Bakit ibili na naman nyo ng bago yan? Bigyan ko na lang kayo. Mag-request ka lang. Gamitin mo ang pera sa livelihood para mabuhay ang pamilya mo. Kasi wala na mag-away sa inyo. This is part of government of the Republic of the Philippines. Inyo na to. Walang makikialam sa pera ninyo. Yung mga natural resources ninyo, kung may oil man kaya dyan sa Ligwasan Mars, well, inyo lahat yan. Pero wag ninyong kalimutan na kayo lang ang may kotse. Isipin mo naman yung mga buang doon on the western side na may mga kotse, may mga machineries. So, before ipabili ninyo sa labas, bigyan mo muna yung Pilipino at inyong sarili. And after that, if there's enough, you can be a very prosperous nation of more. Hindi tayo kailangan mag-away. Ilang taon na. And what happened? Kita mo, ang buhay ninyo naubos sa away pati sa galit. Hindi kalimutan na ninyo, nandiyan naman si Chairman Murad. I'm sure he will not allow it. And I will not allow oppression. Hindi talaga ako papayag. You will be treated equally as just like any other Filipino in this country. There will be no discrimination. Ako ang nauna sa Davao. Ito ngayon yung mga LGBT. Let me just use a generic. I do not mean to offend them, itong mga bakla, pati tumboy. Nauna na ako, mayroong akong anti-discrimination bill during my time when I was mayor. Hindi ka pwede magsabi, wala yan kasi Moro ka, madumi ka. No, you can go to jail for that. And even in the matter of you guys, alam ko marami kayo acquiring residences in Manila. Sa una, ayaw nila magpabili sa inyong mga Moro. Sinabi ko sa mga subdivision owners, kung ganun lang naman kayo, huwag kayong magtayo dito sa aking siyudad. Papasukin mo yan sila, Pilipino yan, for all you know, kanilang lupa yan. So, huwag ninyong gawin yan. At so, I made the law. Na hindi ka pwedeng magsabi na Moro ka, hindi ka makabili ng lupa dyan. In other cities, in some parts even near dito. Pero ako hindi ko, I really stood my ground there. Ko pampadagdag ng awayan. Kami dito hirap na to form a new environment of love and respect for our fellow men, for our Moro brothers and sisters. Wag ninyong ano yan, palakihin ninyo yan if you want peace. Kasi pagka inasar mo yan at binastos mo at tingin nila hindi sila kasali, diyan tayo nagkakaroon ng problema. When you begin to say, iba yan sa atin. Hindi pwede yan, Mindanao tayong lahat. Bago dumating ang Espanyol, ang ating tribo is Malay. Hanggang mayang Malay. We look like the Indonesian, Brunei guys and Malaysia. Kaya lang, pagdating nila, dumating yung Espanyol, may kanyon, may rifle that can kill at a distance. But your Lapu-Lapu was brave. Pinugutan niya ng ulo si mabuti nga. Ang inadap ko yung ulo ni Magellan, kung anong hitsura ng putang yan. But I'm going to build a new monument for Lapu-Lapu. He was the first Malay here, guy, who killed the first invader. So there was this fight in Mactan. Kaya inyo yan. Dito lang tayo naka-imbodo, but Cebu is also as part as Maguindanao and Sultan Kudarat. We have the same forefathers. We are the descendants of a proud chieftain. Lahat tayo. At bakit tayo magpatayan, anak? Wala namang nag-agawan. We can always, try to solve the problem. At walang agawan na. I will not allow it. I will not allow it. Tama na. Tama na. Huwag nasaan ka, dyan ka lang. No more expansion, no more cheating, wala nang agawan ng lupa. Let us be fair and just. So yan ang mensahe ko sa inyo. Habang ako ang presidente, makukuha ninyo what we promised to you. Help, financial, we will do it. Alam ko wala kayong pera. Nagtatayo pa lang kayo ng state. Bago pa ito. Give it a chance to grow. Kailangan niya pera. We promise to help you. So do your best. Try to do something of exploiting the natural resource. It's very rich. Mag-ano na kayo, hanapin na. At hanapin na ninyo yung oil. Kasi kung makita ninyo, para na kayong mga Arabo, mga sakyan, mga kadilak, pero huwag ninyong kalimutan yung ibang Malay. Ayaw nyo tawagin Pilipino because of King Philip of Magellan, tawagin na natin, Malay. Malay man talaga. Ang tatay ko, Malay. Ang nanay ko, Malay. So, ang ating kulang na lang is communication. Before you decide on anything na makapasira sa environment, let us talk. Kung gusto niyo ako makausap, alamin lang ninyo. Pumapasok naman ako baski sa ano. I've been here all the time, alone, with the group, now as president. And I've always said, I love the Moro people because I am one of them. Salamat po.